Today we have the Micallef Torcedores in a 6x52 box press. We're doing our Scotch bracket play to wrap up the season. Cue the music.
Cue the music.
Thanks for tuning into the 2020 season of cigars, liquor, and more. As we join our buddies Bill
Howdy.
and our other brother Daryl
Smoke up, Johnny.
in the backyard speakeasy as they discover their thoughts on cigars, liquor, and anything else that comes to mind.
Uh-oh, now I don't have an ashtray.
Or everything that comes to mind. No, your ashtray is on the back porch,
Rats.
where we probably should be smoking.
Yeah, well, it's a little windy, a little cool.
I know.
I know. I know that sounds ridiculous to people from up north. They're like, what's the temperature? 64. It's just chilly.
Well, we can pause it. I can go get you an ashtray.
Nah, I'll just put it in my hand.
That's stupid.
I will. No, what I'll do is I'll ash into the swishy swashy cup.
Oh, BS.
Okay, so what we have here today is the Micallef Torcedores. So this is their least expensive of all the cigars. This is the one they bracket when they say we've got prices everywhere from 4 to 42.
Yep.
This is that $4 cigar. It's
Nice.
a 6x52 box press. It's a mild cigar with a Mexican San Andreas Sumatra wrapper, Honduran binder, and Dominican Republic, Nicaraguan, and Peru fillers. Now, here's the thing. I've not had this one yet. Well, no, I'm sorry. I did have one to test before the show. Then we continue today with Scotch teachings. So people who aren't that familiar with Scotch, what's the difference between Scotch or whiskey or bourbon, and what makes them all so particular? We'll cover a little bit of that.
Why do we talk specifically about Scotch and bourbon and whiskey? Why is it when they're all labeled whiskey at the end?
Yes. It's depending on whether or not you had an E before the Y or not. So in our bracket play, I just took 4 that were around. I mean, I didn't know what exactly, because they're just so wildly different. Well, let's just embrace that.
Oh yeah.
So we've got Balvenie 14-year Caribbean Cask. That's an 86 proof, so just a little over 80, not that much.
Wow.
We've got the.
That seems lacking.
I know, because I'm looking for, so I want more. We've got the Glenmorangie 10, which is also 86 proof, so those two are comparable in proof.
All right.
Got the Grangestone Bourbon Cask Double Matured, and the Laphroaig Quarter Cask.
What they do? Go back in time and mature it a second time?
Yes.
Yes, they
It
did.
was
Okay.
probably just a male, and it had to mature twice. So the Laphroaig Quarter Cask is 96 proof. Now here's the thing. The Laphroaig is peated.
I find the Laphroaig spelling very odd. I always have.
The Laphroaig?
Yeah, that's about what it looks like.
Well, and I've emptied my lighter out, go figure.
Oh.
The one thing I didn't check before the show.
Add that to the check notes.
It's the check notes.
We need
Scotch. Well, just like Irish whiskey, has to be made in Scotland to be called Scotch. So that's first off.
Pretty simple.
Sort of like it has to be made in America if it's going to be called bourbon, and it's got to be made in Ireland if it's going to be called Irish whiskey. So,
Pesky rules.
it must also be aged in oak barrels. Now, bourbon says fired and new. Now, the Scotch does not. As long as it's oak of some sort. And they have a lot of different oak barrels, and they use a lot of used oak barrels because they're that cheap. Let us get our first bracket going before we talk about the 5 different basics of Scotch. Get our bracket play going, and to hit our first tasting notes on this wunderbar Torcedores. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna start with the cigar.
Oh, I was getting. I like the little sheen. Getting on the just a touch of sheen.
Oh yeah,
right at the
yeah.
burn
Just
line.
a touch of the oil at the burn line.
Yep.
Oh, it is pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that sheen.
And I was getting a woody flavor out of it.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep. I'm getting that. I'm getting primarily woody, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a little bit more time. But the draw is it's a easy draw, and the wrapper is very clean, and the construction super nice. I like it.
I'm really starting to enjoy the Mexican wrappers.
Yeah, I'm starting to appreciate more of them as well.
I know for a long time the Mexican.
But there's what is the name of that? What's the name of that antiseptic in chlorophyll? Chloro. You know the spray you put in your throat, the green and red spray? Chloroseptic. There's chloroseptic in there. I'm getting that. I've never gotten that before.
Right at the end.
Yes.
Right at the end.
It's at the very end of the finish, and you mostly get it through your nose.
Yeah.
You don't taste it. You just kind of through your nose. And as you go out through your nose, you go, chloroseptic. Now, the next three categories, so the top two are the ones you're really familiar with. And those top two are 10% of the volume.
Did you cite your sources?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. I love it.
Okay, so those four are Diageo, which I think almost everyone's heard of. If you haven't, you under a rock. It's a London company that rules the world.
That they do just about.
Pernod Ricard, which I think people have also heard of. Big thing.
Yep.
William Grant and Sons, which I had not heard of.
I haven't heard of that one.
And Beam Suntory, which I think people have heard of.
I've heard of it, but I don't know a lot about them.
Yeah, so here's what's impressive. One of my favorite companies, I actually owned stock in Diageo for a long time. They paid a good dividend, probably because they rule the world.
The modern equivalent of the East India Trading Company.
Kind of, yeah. So it... Okay, all
This
right.
is a good time to mention that if you can give to Cigars for Warriors, you should do it. It's in the best interest of us, our country, the troops, everyone. Cigars for Warriors.
And if you're not already a member of Cigar Rights of America, you should join.
You definitely should.
Because they're fighting for our rights with lobbies and such.
And such. And they keep you informed and sending messages to your representatives, senators, and the White House. Extremely simple.
Yeah, in fact...
State and U.S., by the way.
In fact, recent news, I picked up from either Half Wheel or Cigar Rights, I don't remember. So they pushed that's what's funny, is due to Corona, they pushed the equivalency deadline out to September 9th. And I'm like, good, but they're just looking for a reason to say they're going to let it push without looking weak, because I think that's all they were trying to do, is not look weak. Then they also said that something like 8, I think all producers in Honduras have shut down. So cigars are going to go down in shipments here.
You mean they're going to go down and grow?
I mean, really, people are smoking a lot more cigars than they were.
So is there going to be a run on cigars like there was a run on toilet paper?
Maybe.
Which would be more important?
In 4 years, we're going to notice a lack of liquor, because a lot of your liquor manufacturers, a lot of your distillers, I want to say, are taking their stock and making hand sanitizer right now.
Yeah, which is a great thing. I think.
That's a great thing. It's just, I'd rather drink than put on my hands.
Amen to that.
She asks a lot of the same questions that are, I'm like, no, we can't cover that. That's not novel. Because she asked, is a taco a sandwich? And I mean, no, we're not doing that. Hot dog, no, we're not doing that. Everybody's already debated that forever. But then she came up and she said, wait a minute.
The answer is yes.
So she said, if I take a piece of bread and I put peanut butter on one side, and I take another piece of bread and I put jelly on the other side, but I don't push them together into a sandwich, and I take a bite out of one and I swallow it, and I take a bite out of the other and I swallow it, but they're never in my mouth at the same time, did I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yes.
No.
Technically not, because they weren't joined.
Yes.
and that's what makes a sandwich
Yes.
when they're joined. But in the end, you just didn't get the flavor benefit of the combination.
So she didn't eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because the flavor combination is what we either try to join or try to separate. Like when you eat a big meal, there's a reason they don't smash all the shrimp into the mashed potatoes. It's just not that pleasant. And that's what makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is that the peanut butter and the jelly are together.
What you don't always, when you eat something, if you don't rinse in between with the liquid,
Yeah, sure.
then you still have some of that peanut butter and or jelly from the previous bite still in your mouth. So therefore, you are still eating a sandwich because it is still joining in your mouth, even if it's a tiny bit to a tiny bit. Because on a sandwich, you could have a tiny bit of peanut butter, a tiny bit of jelly, and you take a bite. Boom.
Minuscule. So what if I ate
I was having a problem.
What if I ate the peanut butter bread and I waited 10 minutes and I ate the jelly bread? Now it's still in my stomach because it takes like 4 hours to clear your stomach out.
At that point, you're what are you doing that you're waiting 10 minutes to
So
eat
there's a
between
time
bites?
dependency of whether or not it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or not is what I'm
I
hearing.
believe so.
And that would be what, a minute? 2 minutes? Until the,
Less than a minute.
Until
I
the
think-
flavor left your mouth.
Yeah, I think so.
So if the flavor of the peanut butter leaves your mouth, then you're no longer eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when you eat the jelly bread.
Yes, you're making my point for me.
No, I'm clarifying your point.
Whatever.
I still stand on, no, it's not a sandwich.
I wish I could come up with something else. I can't come up with something else on that one.
I'll take it, that's fine.
That's a difficult one.
Somebody else weigh in, maybe they got better ideas, maybe they got more ideas.
Yeah, tell me what I couldn't come up with.
Tell me how I'm wrong.
Exactly.
I live to be told I'm wrong.
So,
Alright.
the cigar is phenomenal for a $4
Yeah,
cigar.
oh yeah, no, I'm loving it.
Vinny liked the, what was that, $4 or $5 Sumatra that
Yes.
Fuego used to get
Yes,
before they changed the Rojas.
the Oliva version,
It's
yeah.
the Rojas ones that Fuego has are very nice, but he was very particular
He
about
was.
that one, and that one Sumatra from that was most excellent, and for a stick of that price,
Yeah.
I thought it was
That was an
really
Oliva
good.
leaf,
This
Oliva
one-
leaf, yeah.
This one blows that away. Absolutely.
I think so too. I think this is better than the house cigar, and the house cigar was like 5, this is 4.
Yeah.
There you go, you don't have to bring out the cheap in me to tell me to get this one. It's better and cheaper? Okay, done.
The cheap and Daryl. And it's got a nice smoke. It's got a nice smoke. You can make smoke.
Well, pretty
rings
good
out
heavy,
of it.
yeah, pretty good heavy smoke.
And it's just, it's just going right there. It's got a nice ash. I'm still getting the little oil line.
Yep, me too. I'm smoking it down to the nub. I'm not letting it go.
Very nice.
It's not getting hot on me either. Of course, I'm talking a lot.
No.
No, but I'm hitting it too. I'm hitting it pretty good.
But we are gonna end this.
Alrighty.
We'll get the music going.
Our next episode will come out in less than a week. We're gonna increase our frequency of publishing. It'll be great.
We are.
See you soon.
I feel better.
Hell yeah.